What is credit and why should I care about building it? If you're a teenager like me and want to start learning about how to get ahead of the game on personal finance, then you came to the right place. So what is credit actually?
Quick disclaimer, this video is not financial advice and it is just for educational purposes.
Alright, so what is credit? Well, credit is the ability to borrow money or access goods or services, understanding that you will be paying it back later. Think of it as a trust system between you and the lender, or like banks and security deposits. When you use credit, you're essentially just taking out a loan. This could be through a credit card, a personal loan, or even a student loan. The lender or bank trusts you to pay back what you borrowed, usually with some interest because you borrowed the money. Your credit will be calculated through credit bureaus, such as Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion. Your credit score will range from 300, being the worst, to 850, being good status. Banks and companies are going to use that number basically as a report card on how responsible you are with your money. The credit bureaus will calculate your score from factors being largest to smallest. Your payment history being 35%, amount owed/debt being 30%, length of credit history being 15%, credit mix being 10%, and new credit also being 10%. The higher the score, the more trustworthy you look to vendors. So why does it matter to us teens? Building a good credit history early on can open a lot of doors. With a good credit score, you can get lower interest rates on loans, qualify for better credit cards, or even make it easier to rent out an apartment or even get a job. I think of it as a strong financial foundation that can help you achieve your goals faster with less stress. Well, sadly, if you're under the age of 18 in the US, you are unable to apply for a credit card. And no, there are no crazy loopholes to get past it. But we are not completely out of luck. If your parent or guardian has a credit card, you can apply to become an authorized user on that card, which will allow you to get their credit card with your name on it and also allows you to piggyback off of their, hopefully, good credit and money habits. I say hopefully because we need to talk about some factors if you want to become an authorized user. Some credit cards do have a certain age restriction, but it depends on the company. Some examples are American Express having to be 13 or older, or Barclays also having to be 13 or older, or Discover having to be 13 or older. But other companies such as Bank of America, Capital One, Chase, and Citibank don't have age requirements. Another factor is the parent or guardian having bad credit. Yes, if your parent or guardian does have bad credit, it's best that they don't add you as an authorized user, because if they aren't responsible with their card, that would reflect onto you, and well, that's just not fair. That's actually the factor that drove me away from wanting to be an authorized user on my mom's credit card, just because she's rebuilding her credit and it can be a little shaky, so it's best that I acknowledge that and not be an authorized user on that card. You can also be taken off as an authorized user, so if your parents lose a job or something, they can take you off their credit card so nothing bad will happen to your score. If you found this video helpful, I would greatly appreciate a like so I can help more people get started on their journey, and also subscribing would be very nice. Feel free to comment on anything I miss, or if you have any questions or topics about what you want me to do next. Let's go!